In this video, I'm going to show you how to create your YouTube thumbnail using the Canva app. I will be showing you a very short tutorial, and I'm creating this video upon the request of one of my subscribers. Kudos to you if you are watching this. Thanks to you, other people are going to get the opportunity to learn something in case they didn't know before. But before I share my dashboard and walk you through how I personally do my thumbnails, I just want to highlight some of the key points to look out for when you are creating because the importance of your thumbnails when it comes to your content here on YouTube is 100%. Okay, it's very, very important because you have to look at your thumbnail like your invitation card. Okay, so your thumbnail is that first contact with your audience that's going to determine if they are going to click on your video or not. A situation whereby you actually have a good video packed with good information and valuable content, but because the thumbnail is not all that good, people are just going to scroll past it and not even bother to watch the video. So in this video, I will share with you what to look out for when creating your thumbnail, and then I will take you to my dashboard and show you how I do it using Canva. So before I do that, if you are new here, welcome. My name is Angela and I am the face behind this channel, and I am always excited to bring you, information, content, updates, that will help you along your content creation journey, especially here on the YouTube street. Okay, so now before you create your thumbnail, you already have to bear in mind which colors am I going to be using. Okay, and when you are choosing your colors, you want to make sure that those colors are bright, catchy, not blurry colors. Okay, you want to make sure that your thumbnails, they are clear and straight to the point. Very, very important. The presentation of your thumbnail can either make or break your video. It's one of the factors that contributes to how many views you get on your videos. So you want to make sure that you are using bold letters, okay? Letters or fonts that someone can easily read from afar. There is no need using all those very tiny, fancy letters, okay, or fonts. You have to, get used to using bright and bold fonts that people can easily read from afar when they are scrolling through their phone on YouTube. Okay, then you want to make sure that your thumbnail titles are good. Okay, so you don't want to overcrowd your thumbnails with too many text, but then at the same time, you want to make sure that the title of your thumbnail is sparking curiosity. Okay, it's thought-provoking. Like, you have to have like a very good hook on your thumbnail, because that's what's going to drive or make people to pause for a second and think, what the hell is this one talking about? Then, spark that curiosity to make them want to go into your video and see what you are talking about. Now, while we have the thumbnails title, we also have the normal title that comes with our videos. Okay, so your thumbnail should create that hook vibe and spark that curiosity, while your title should be going into like giving a hint of what they are going to find inside your video. So bear in mind, creating content has a lot to do with strategy. You have to be intentional, you have to be strategic about your thumbnail titles, about your titles, about the description you have for your video, and so on and so forth. Okay, so and why that is that you also have to make sure that you are not making your thumbnails to be clickbaiting. Okay, what's clickbait? Clickbait is putting a title on your thumbnail just because you want somebody to watch your video, and then at the end of the day, the content of your video has nothing to do with your thumbnail title at all. So this is not going to send out a good signal for you or for your channel. Okay, because while creating content is one thing, another thing is to create a brand that people can trust and that can bring you audience that will be loyal to your content and to your channel. Okay, so and building trust and everything is part of this process. And if you are known for creating thumbnails, titles that has nothing to do with what you want to share in your video, then at the end of the day, people are just going to scroll past your video and not even bother to watch. Okay, so that's that. Avoid clickbaiting titles for your thumbnails. So now I'm going to share my dashboard and show you or walk you through how I, create my own thumbnails. So if you are still watching up until this moment and you have not yet subscribed to this channel, may I ask, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share so that other people can benefit from this short tutorial I'm about to share. In as much as I think personally, I am still in a learning phase, I'm still on the way to getting better and getting perfect. It is indeed a pleasure, and also I'm very excited that someone found me worthy to show how I do my thumbnails. So it shows that I am actually on the right track and doing something great. So first of all, if you are not used to the Canva dashboard, or if you don't have any Canva accounts, what you just need to do is go to your browser and type canva.com and then create your account with your email, and then boom, you are in. Now you can use the Canva as a free version, or you can pay to have access to very nice templates and elements and all that. So, and if you are new to Canva, it might also ask you to like choose your brand color. So I mentioned your colors before, like why it's important for you to have bright colors and all that. So one of the things that you have to already prepare in mind is already know the type of colors that you want to be using for your Canva, okay? And another thing that is also good for you as a creator is to have like a series of color that you use. This is now going into branding. Okay, like have a brand color that you use, a brand font that you use across your YouTube channel, so that anytime someone sees your video, they from afar, they already know that this is coming from you, even without seeing your channel name. So that's one of the reasons why having a consistent color branding and fonts and thumbnail style across YouTube is good. Okay, so now if you want to create your channel, your thumbnail, then you go into your Canva, and then there will be, I'm already on this page now and I don't want to go because otherwise the screen is not going to share if I change from this place. So you will just have to type in what you want to create, like YouTube thumbnail, and then you can choose a blank sheet like this or choose an already existing. Okay, you can also search or describe the typos you are looking for. Like I can say content thumbnail, for example, or YouTube thumbnail. Okay, it's gonna give me this. So these are different type of templates that YouTube has available. So either you can use something like this or take one of those templates and edit it according to your colors and fonts and replace it with your picture, or you can go ahead and just create something by yourself here. So I would say if you are just starting up, maybe your best bet is to use a Canva template that is already existing. Okay, so, and bear in mind, if you are not using the paid version, if you are not using the paid version of Canva, so you have to look out for images that don't have this pro icon on it. You see what they said, this is premium template is included with your Canva Pro plan. Okay, so these premium templates are for pro plans only. So if you don't have a pro plan, so ensure that the template you are choosing does not have this premium template sticker on it. Okay, so now for the sake of this tutorial, let me just look for something like this, for example. So because this one doesn't have the pro icon on it. Okay, so we choose this one. Okay, so now this is actually a very beautiful thumbnail. Okay, let's say I don't like the colors. Okay, let's say I don't like the colors. You can change the colors here. Okay, this color here, you can change it to the colors that you like. Okay, and then if you want to replace the picture, you can just tap on this one and then delete it, and then hit upload, then remove this one and then put your own picture there. So now why I like the pro plan for Canva is it allows me to remove background. So I'll go ahead and remove the background. You see, now I have removed the background. So that's that. But I don't like this yellow effect at the background, so I'm just gonna shift it away. or even delete it. So you see, that's that. So depending on the type of colors you want to use, you can play around with the colors. So now I have the font here. This font is Anton, and that's the type of font I also like to use because it's just like a very bold font, easy to read from afar. So if I don't like this yellow color, I will just go ahead and change it maybe to black. Yeah, and then also if you want to give the fonts a little spark or some type of vibes, you just click on the font here and then you go to effects, you click it, highlight the text, or yeah, you highlight the text that you want to work on, and then you go to effects, and then here in effects, this is where you can, you know, remove the shadow or add shadow, then change the colors a bit. Yeah, I can say let me use yellow or white or black, so or pinkish. Okay, this is how you, or you remove it all together, or if you want to lift it, you know. So here is where you can play around a bit. If you want to make the text hollow, this is how you do it. Okay, you can make the text hollow like this, and then, you know, just play around. And also if you want to make the text curve, this is where you go. Okay, also all this feature, all this effect feature, you get it once you highlight the text and then you type on effects, and then you go here and then you can play around with your text. Okay, and also like this, like this. So let's just leave that like that. And then of course we have the different icons, and also if you want to, you know, edit your picture a little bit, give it some vibe, you just click on it, activate the picture, and then you go over here onto edit, and then you can play around with the picture. You can even, you know, smooth your face, like retouch your face a bit with this. Okay, you retouch your face, and then you can also go ahead and, let's say you want to add some effects to your picture. For example, you want it to glow. You see how it's changing. You want it to drop. You see, you want it to be angled, so you want it to backdrop. So these are ways you can play around with your thumbnails. And another thing to look out for when you are creating your thumbnail is make sure that the picture you are using is very close up. Okay, it's close up. You zoom it in. Don't add pictures looking far away inside like this. No, make sure that it's close up. Okay, and then use a bold font, popping color, or something that would, you know, that is catchy. Very, very important. And in case you want to add some logos, symbol, or whatever, that you find that under elements. Okay, you find that under elements, and then you can type in whatever you want. Let's say you want something that has to do with growth symbol, like you type in growth in there, and then you have all these graphics that you can choose from. Okay, and also here, when choosing your graphics and you are not paying for Canva, you don't have any subscription with Canva, look out for the type of elements that don't have this pro premium icon on it. Okay, because when you use the premium icon, once you want to download it, it's going to ask you to pay before you can download it. So that's why it's important you ensure that if you are not using the premium plan, make sure that you are looking out for elements, templates that don't have all those icons on it. Okay, and another thing, if you don't have the paid plan, you can't use this remove background feature and all that. So if you really want to have a good experience with Canva, it's good to like subscribe to it if you can afford it. But if you can't, just make use of what you have and play around with what you have, and then as you grow, you can always update everything that you have. Okay, so now you see here subscribe, so you can, you know, literally add any graphic that, you know, indicates or add a little bit more of a vibe to the topic you are displaying on your thumbnail. Okay, so basically this is really not a big deal, especially if you have the templates already. It's really not a big deal to create a thumbnail. Okay, there are people who uses CapCut for their thumbnail, and there are several other applications you can use to create your thumbnails. So personally, I use Canva, and this is how I just, you know, create my stuff. And for this one, if you have a text and then you want to add this type of background, you just head over here and then you can type like shapes, and then it's going to bring, let me do that again. Or maybe let me type rectangle shape. So it's gonna bring you different types of shapes like this, right? And then what you can just do, if you are using the free plan, just look out for the ones that don't have this icon on it. Tap on it, and then there you have your background. Yeah. And then you can also change the background to what you like. Let's say you want that background to be pink like this, and then you just go out and spread it out, and then make the text fitting by making it smaller. Okay. So this is how you can add your backgrounds and stuff. Okay, so Canva is actually really very easy to use. So I'm going back. Okay, so that's it. Where else could I possibly mention again? So adding background here. Okay, so like here now, the overall background. Yeah, if you want to change the overall background, you just go over here to this place. Here you have backgrounds here, and then over here you can choose different type of background. Of course, it depends on the type of content you are creating, right? So you can just go over here to backgrounds and then just add different backgrounds. You see, add different backgrounds. So you see that, but you have to make sure you are choosing the type of background that will make your text pop out, and something that rhymes with your color branding. Okay, so that's that. And also, if you want to maybe bring your picture forward, or you want your picture to be backward, you just do a right click, you go to layer, and then you can say bring forward or bring to front, send backward, send to back. This is how you can control how your picture can be positioned. Now if I say bring forward, what happens is in front of the text, right? Is in front of the text. So but when I say send backward, it's gonna go behind the text. So what's important is learn the features that you have in your Canva, and then you will know how to apply it correctly for your thumbnails and other flyers you might be creating. So basically that's that. So before you create your thumbnails, choose the fonts you like. Over here there are different types of font that you can choose from. Also with the fonts, you have to make sure that you are using the free plan also. Yeah, I don't know if this one has the icon as well. Anyway, so here's where you can change the fonts if you want to change something. Yeah, so basically that's that. You can play around with your colors. So you see, it's actually a very easy thing to do. Okay. And also, in case you don't have any idea, how to do your thumbnail, or the type of style you want to do, are not okay with the type of templates that you find in Canva, you can just search on YouTube and get inspiration from people who are in your niche, see the type of thumbnail they create and how well it's doing for them, and then you can try and recreate that using Canva, CapCut, or any application that you are using. So that's it from me today. And if you have not subscribed, go ahead and do that right now. I hope this tutorial was helpful, and let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you also use Canva for your thumbnails, or do you have any other application that you think is very beginner friendly and it helps create, come up with good thumbnail quickly without, having to crack their head so much? Thank you for watching, and bye-bye for now.